So you might be wondering why I'm starting this video in my truck, and it's actually because I'm at Home Depot. And right now I'm about to go get a lot of foam to build a mock-up radiator. Because I can't get a radiator here anytime soon, I'm going to build a mock-up one that is based off of the dimensions of the one that I am getting, so that I can start doing all of the ducting and all of the fab work that goes into building a custom laydown radiator mount setup. So take you guys along with me. So I think that this sheet will work because it's big enough to where I can cut it into multiple sections and then glue it all together and be able to make it the 8 inches thick that I need, because I think this is just 3/4 inch thick. It might be 1 inch, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think this will do. I'm just gonna get one for now and see where that puts me.
Stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Oh, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down.
So I got all the pieces cut roughly. You can see they aren't like super straight. Now I'm just gonna use hot glue to glue them all together and then mark out the actual dimensions that I need, and then put it in the bandsaw and just make perfectly square cuts.
You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at and turn it back around. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. All the blood, sweat, and sacrifice. Oh, I paid the dearest price. Then no shortcuts.
So I got this all glued together, and now I know that I need to cut at least this big chunk of metal off of each side. But so that this doesn't move a lot, I'm going to tack these on just so. What do you mean?
You're just like, I am going to tack. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, I'm going to tack these on so that the core support doesn't move as much.
I'm going to tack these on to the core support.
For destiny, I've taken a long way proud. Oh, I know what I've earned, and now it's my turn to light in the fuse, let it burn. My time is rising, and you can't bring me down. Can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. Oh, my feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at.
So as you can see, I trimmed all of that. Oops. I trimmed all of that stuff away, and it's still like, you can see where the steering rack comes out. It hits on that pretty bad. And so I either need to, when I do get another radiator sized out, and I can tell that it hits on these bolts right here for the upper control arm. So there's lots of little things, like it needs to be narrower. It needs to most likely be shorter, because I don't know if I want to cut these off yet or not. These are now super structural, like super rigid because of these, just welding it to there. But yeah, so got the Pink Panther. But yeah, so I'm gonna ask Mike his opinion, see what he thinks I should do, and then probably trim it a little more. Like I said, it is way too big right now, and the front of this truck is just so small. The truck in general is just so tiny, so I really need to figure out like exactly where stuff is going so that I can keep moving ahead on it. because I start to feel stuck, but it's just part of building a car or a truck. So I'm gonna have the front clip back on. Got that big Holley sticker on it. None of this would be possible without the help from Holley EFI and all the Holley companies, really. They have supported me so much with this build, and I can't thank them enough. So anybody from Holley watching, thank you. I really appreciate all that you guys do for me.
Before the storm, you know what's coming, so be warned. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. Though my feet have come too far for you to tie up to the ground. Can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going now. And turn it back around. Can't stop me. Oh yeah, can't stop me now. No, 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 you can't stop me. You can't stop, no, you can't stop me. No, 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 you can't stop me
So
now.
I got the radiator in where it needs to be, to where it's not touching anything. I just ran this small little round piece of metal that just sits in this channel. This will all get closed off though and have a bar running across that I'll probably attach the radiator to. And then just stuck some other little sticks of aluminum into the foam and held it off of the steering column down there. And then I grabbed Mike's old hood vents, I guess you would say they are, and stuck it in there. It's not even close to where it's going to be, but it's hitting on the upper control arms. But I'm going to try to talk him into possibly buying this from him. But then I'll have to end up ducting it down more and, you know, everything else once I actually get the real radiator in. But for now, you know, you can take that out and you can see that it is all good. I still have a lot of room for everything else, and so I'm happy with it. So I hope you guys like this video on how to make a radiator out of foam. We all are in the same position where we cannot get parts in right now super fast. So I made what I had work, and I hope that somebody benefits from this video. And if you guys wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, commenting, just let me know what you guys think. What do you want to see me work on the truck next? You know, I am building a fuel cell cage for it right now. I need to finish really cleaning up the front end some. Need to get a motor in, need to get a transaxle and all that. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.